you know when I said that the father forced his daughter, into a battle with her?
Yeah, the guys that were playing Warcraft or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those,
Real life Warcraft, we'll call it.
which is
Do you
really
think
cool.
that if the girl ran away from home and she shouldn't, do you think that it's reasonable discipline, or do you think it becomes child abuse at
Reasonable
some point?
discipline.
I mean,
That's not even
of,
discipline. That's an older man living in fantasy land.
of course, I'll say this: it's a weird form of discipline,
No, that's
but
not how. If you have kids, that's not how you discipline. Oh, let's go to the Renaissance Fair and joust and solve this problem.
okay. So
No,
we agree that it's kind of a weird form of discipline.
kinda. It's
But
extremely weird.
but here's a question: is it child abuse?
I don't know.
If you were the judge and you had to make a decision, and the girl said, "Okay, look at these bruises. I ran away from home, and he forced me to have a battle with him," what would you do?
I don't think you could say that it's not, because if you force someone to do something against your own will, wouldn't that be a form of child abuse then?
What if you lock your kid in his room because for swearing or
Probably
something?
deserved it though. What's the difference with
Yeah,
that?
but you're saying if
Unless it's self-inflicted, like if he's bashing his head against like a door or a window, that's his own fault.
yeah, but you saying if you make any child do anything against its will, it's child abuse.
No, I'm not saying that. If it causes like harm in some way, like physical harm, like cuts, or if you're self-inflicting it, I think that is some degree of child abuse.
All right, so what if a parent spanks his child and it leaves a mark on his butt?
I think that's okay.
You don't think that's child abuse?
No, 'cause
So where's the line?
you-
I mean, that can
I
cause
think the
bodily
line
harm.
happens like when like you start like trying to like stab them or something like that. I don't think spanking's bad whatsoever. I think spanking is good to set the line to know that there's going to be punishment if you do something awfully bad, depending on the degree of how bad you did something.
So you're saying it pretty much, even though whacking someone with a sword may cause a bruise and spanking a kid may cause
Well,
a
it
bruise.
depends on like if you're like smacking them as hard as you can, but I mean, it's to show that you got. I don't want to say power. Just know, like, just the
Just
kid,
show them what's up.
the kid knows the line, where to draw it, where, and oh, if I do this, this is gonna happen. I don't want that again.
All right. So, you know, it eventually boils down to it's like if you were to make a law, you'd have to write all this stuff out
Most likely.
about where's this and that and where's the line. But it pretty much just boils down to common sense again.
It does.
It's like, okay, spanking your child is different than hitting them with a sword for 2 hours. But,
Say.
whenever you're looking at the law and you're saying, okay, cause bodily harm, that would be like a criteria cause, permanent marks you can see or something. And, those two are similar, but they're obviously two very different forms of punishment. So, again, it's weird that it's like something that's so common sense could end up this way.
I don't know. I don't know. That's like I think hitting someone with a sword. That's kind of odd, first of all, and then like I don't know. I just don't think that's a form of like corrective punishment or whatever.
Did you see this video about this judge called like
Judge Judy.
no, William Adams, I think, and it was him, and he was like beating his daughter with a belt. He was from Texas.
Oh, Texas! I tell you, anything flies down there.
Oh my! You have to see this video. I'll show it to you.
You walk on like a crack in the sidewalk. Oh, that's electric chair. You're done.
But he like, I don't know. It's just weird. But he's like whipping his daughter with a belt, and he's like really like. There's no debate. Like this is child abuse. But they put it on YouTube, and
They put someone getting whipped by a belt on YouTube.
yeah, I'll show it to you later after the show.
Okay.
And they said that eventually, I believe this is what happened. I'm not 100% sure, but the statute of limitations, you know what that is? Where they say, like, if something happened 10 years ago, like if I got raped 10 years ago, I can't press charges now because it happened
Oh,
such a
yeah.
long time ago. And I think that was the case, so he didn't even get in trouble.
So this happened like in the past, and then it's finally showed up in
Yeah,
YouTube.
I think it was like 7 years ago. And now the girl's over, she's like 20 or something. So she finally uploaded the video. But like I said, he's a judge in Texas. And
Yikes.
so I don't know. It's
I
just
don't think
crazy.
that's right.
No, this was obviously, not even a case of,
I don't like how he can't get in trouble for something that he did and they have it on tape.
It's crazy. And, the statute of limitations exists not because, okay, if this happened too long ago, you're just innocent now. But they say that whenever something happened a set period of time ago, I don't know the period of time, but they say the evidence gets corrupt. And if you have witnesses, they say that memory gets fuzzy because I can't remember what happened back in second grade.
I can.
So, oh, really?
No, I can't.
But that's why they have the statute of limitations. But along the same lines, she has a videotape of it happening. It's not
Yeah.
like, the evidence is corrupt or people's. So
No.
along the same lines, again, common sense people.
Yeah.
Like the laws exist for a reason. And that's a good law because, if something happened that long,
I think they should do the thing like an eye for an eye type of thing, like that code or whatever. Like if you get beat by a belt, time to do it to you. You deserve it. You need to feel the pain from it.
Yeah, but I have to show you this video. This guy deserves to be more than beat with a belt.
So then we take him out.
Because it's not like, you know, if you hit a little kid, it's not like you should be hit. It's like, okay, something's wrong with you if you're like beating little kids.
There's something wrong if you even have thoughts of doing that. I don't know.
I don't understand, like, what happens to people in their childhood that makes them want to beat little kids when they grow up.
It's probably because they could have been beating themselves or like something that.
Don't you think that would make you?
It would make you not want to endure what you endured when you were a kid. Probably not.
Why is that?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's all psychological
because
crap.
I never been beaten, and you know I don't want to like talk about this too much because I know there are people out there who probably had crappy lives and whatnot, and to listen to me talk, you're like, what do you know? But I would just imagine if I was ever beat as a child, then when I was thinking, when I grow up, this is the last thing I want to. I don't want to be like them.
Yeah.
So why? It's like crazy the way that works. It's like the opposite of what you think.
You would think so.
We need some psychologists in here or therapists.
We need to go call Sigmund Freud, see what he's up to.
Smoking some crack. But I don't know. And another thing that I talked about this a while before on the podcast, but do you know like the majority of porn stars and prostitute like
they've been abused.
Yeah, like sexually molested or something.
That doesn't make sense to me either. It's like that's like their route is like if they've been abused, it's like, oh, let's do porn.
I can kind of understand that because whenever you're growing up, it's like your parents don't just teach you to read and write, but they like teach you your values. Values. I was gonna say vowels and values.
Oh, okay. A, E, I, U, and sometimes Y.
And morals, and they teach you like what to think and how to believe. So I guess that whenever someone's molesting you, that they say, okay, you are worth your body, and that's it. So you know that sticks with you through your life, and you're saying, okay, if I'm good only for my, you know, sexual body parts, then
might as well do porn, get paid for it.
It's crazy though.
I don't understand it.
I mean, it's like kids that never grow up,
but they're in porn.